Alright, for today we will be flying circuits around Seletar Airport. That is, we'll be flying in a square-like pattern over the Seletar Reservoir, and we will be taking off on runway 21 right here. We will additionally be doing this on the VATSIM network with control online. Awesome. And with that, let's get spawned in. We will also be flying the Cessna 172 today. Alright, so we are spawned in Seletar. It's a little late here, but we'll pretend that it's not that late, alright? So, there we go, it's 11 o'clock, and let's see, it looks pretty cloudy today. And the winds are going to be alright, maybe? Let's hope for the best. Alright, so first off we would be setting our standby battery and setting on our batteries. Alright, and then next up would be connecting to the VATSIM network, and that will be alright. We are logged onto the VATSIM network, and let's tune into the frequency for Singapore approach, which is 124.6. So up here, 124, 124, and we want a decimal 6 here. 124.6, perfect. And if we switch over, we should be hearing some communications over the other side. Although I think that wouldn't work until we do this, so we could do that later. And another one would be the ATIS 128425. So 128 and 425. Alright. And now we will be squawking 1200 for today. Set it to on. And everything looks perfect. Let's turn on these two, and the screen here will come to life. And everything looks up to date. And here we are. So we're currently parked here in Seletar Airport, and the runway we are taking off from is this side. Alright, so now let's switch over to the other frequency.
600, ceiling 5000 broken, temperature 29er, 2.24, QNH 1007 hectopascals. Acknowledge information India.
So information India is current.
Singapore Seletar Airport, information India, time 1100, expect visual approach, runway 21 in use. Aircraft are to keep turns within Seletar control zone, wind 130 degrees 6 knots, direction variable between 070 and 160 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers, Q 1600.
Perfect. And now just gonna check a few more things before we get going. Everything looks perfect, and our fuel for today would be about 2.3 hours.
At 10, ready for departure.
Which is more
Thai 410, surface wind 110 degrees 5 knots, runway 20 center, clear for takeoff.
20 center, clear for takeoff, Thai 410.
Right, so call sign for today would be 9 Victor dash Sierra India Lima.
9 Foxtrot Charlie, confirm Darwin.
Foxtrot Charlie, yes sir, confirm.
Information India.
Thai, question 9 Foxtrot Charlie, number 1.
Number 1, Roger, 9 Foxtrot Charlie.
Let me just check where we are real quick. So that would be...
Foxtrot Charlie, sorry to interrupt, are we clear to question, are we clear to land?
Bravo 7.
9 Foxtrot Charlie, negative, runway 20 center, continue approach.
20 center, continue approach, 9 Foxtrot Charlie.
Singapore approach, good day, 9 Victor Sierra India Lima at Seletar Airport, Bay Bravo 7, requesting VFR circuits around Seletar.
9 Victor Sierra India Lima, Singapore approach, good evening. Startup approved, taxi left Whiskey Papa, holding point Whiskey 1, runway 21.
Startup approved, taxi left Whiskey Papa, and we'll hold runway taxi Whiskey Papa, Whiskey 1, and hold short runway 21. 9 Victor Sierra India Lima.
Thai 410 identified, climb 6,000 feet, turn left heading 110.
6,110, left Thai 410.
9 Foxtrot Charlie, surface wind 110 degrees 5 knots, runway 20 center, clear touch and go.
Alright, we've been given our taxi out and
Runway center, clear for touch and go, 9 Foxtrot Charlie.
So I'm going to turn on the fuel pumps. You can hear it in the background. And the pitot heat. And once we do that, the amp should drop down by a little. Here we go, it dropped down by just a little. So we're gonna keep it on and engine startup time. So fuel in both and starting 3, 2, 1. Right, and our engine has started up. As you can see. Beautiful. And let's just check. Right, oil pressure is a little low and oil temperature is a little cold.
410, continue left turn, proceed direct Victor Tango Kilo, climb level 280.
Victor Tango Kilo 280, Thai 410.
Perfect. And let's keep up for about 30 seconds until it stabilizes. So for today, our taxi will be alright. Our taxi for today, oh, screen, will be at, so Seletar is up here, and currently we are here. So we'll be taxiing out here, up all the way, and we make a right turn, and we hold here for the runway. Perfect, and our engine and our temperature is back up, and we do a magneto check. If we drop it to the left side, the RPM should drop down by a little bit, and right side a little bit, and back up to both, we should go up. Awesome. Right, we are ready, and we'll start our taxi up now. Actually, hold on. We do a flaps check. So over here, flaps down by over 1 notch, and we officially check down by one more, and full flaps, and up one, up two, and clean flaps. Perfect, it's working. And just a flight control check real quick. Back, front, left, and right, and rudders. Perfect. Okay, let's start our taxi out. We might crash into the NPC there. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, we will spin one round, and we will begin our taxi. Let's go back onto the yellow line, known as the taxi line. And here we are. Actually, maybe we could get a shorter runway for departure, and we could go on to half the runway on this side, which would put us here with the runway about this long. Let's try our luck. And a Victor Sierra India Lima, could we get Whiskey 2 for runway 2 on departure, please?
India Lima approved. Surface wind surface wind light and variable. Runway 21 clear for takeoff here, Whiskey 2.
Whiskey 2, clear for takeoff runway 21, and Victor Sierra India Lima. Alright, we've got our takeoff clearance, so landing lights on, and flaps set to takeoff, which will be 10 degrees for today. Check one last time, and it's there. Let's taxi onto the runway and get off the ground. So our highest altitude will be going, as expected, would be 1000 feet, which would be along this stretch here later. Other than that, we should be descending and climbing and turning for the runway and take off. Alright, onto the runway we go. And oh, we have overturned a little bit. Let's just realign ourselves with the runway and check. Alright, let's let's check takeoff.
Niner Foxtrot Charlie confirm downwind.
Yep, and we
Niner
can
Foxtrot Charlie, confirm downwind, request full stop, please.
slowly increase our
Niner
speed.
Foxtrot Charlie, Roger, full stop number 1.
Full stop number 1, Niner Foxtrot Charlie.
And full power. Maintain the center line. Rotating at 60 knots. And 60 knots. And this. Pull up. And we are off the ground. 10 degrees pitch and climb. And maintain heading of 210. 200 feet fast up. Feet, and we will begin our 15-degree turn for the downwind, which will be heading 033.
Niner Foxtrot Charlie, surface wind 100 degrees 7 knots, runway 20 center, clear to land.
Runway 20 center, clear to land, Niner Foxtrot Charlie.
And over there, the little mountain there would be the Bukit Timah. Ta-da! And we're nearing 1,000 feet. Let's level off, reduce throttle. And let's 10 for wind. That is Sembawang in front of us, right there. Ta-da! And now we are flying very near the issue. And 033. About there. Awesome. As you can see, now we are downwind, meaning that the airport is to our 3 o'clock, right there. Thunder Victor Sierra India Lima, downwind runway 03.
Niner India Lima number 1.
Number 1, and India Lima. Alright, so we're number 1 for the touch and go of runway 21. But let's see that once the airport is 45 degrees from our view here, we will start turning.
Thai 410 Lima airspeed 13 122 decimal 8, good day, right up.
122 decimal 8, Thai 410, good day, สวัสดีครับ
And that'll be about maybe 10-15 more seconds. We start to reduce power. And we can start to turn. And over in front of us would be Johor. So we are flying really close to Johor, since Singapore is so small. And the river is right there. I can't really see the airport from here. Ta-da, that's the runway. And we'll start our flaps now. And manage our speed as required.
500.
We're 500 feet above ground.
Niner India Lima, surface wind 13, correct surface wind, light and variable, runway 21, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go runway 21 and India Lima. Alright, we've been cleared body touch and
94 Charlie Taxi, right Tango, Papa 4, Papa 7, Bay 407, good day.
and let's just verify flaps.
Taxi right Tango, Papa 4, Papa 7, Bay 407, good day.
For the landing.
94 Charlie, correction, Bay 401.
401, sorry, 94 Charlie, have a good day. See ya.
See ya.
Have it down on the ground. Flaps 1 and full throttle. 60 knots. Well, it's very windy today. And 100 feet. Flaps up. Alright, so we'll be doing one more and after that we'll land. So 500 feet, start turning. Let's do a flapless approach, meaning that we will not do any flaps, so there'll be a higher approach speed for the next one, right? To Lima downwind runway 21 and we'll be doing flapless for this time.
And India Lima, Roger, flapless number 1.
Number 1, India Lima. Right. Now we're just same thing on the downwind of the runway. And we'll just maintain this. See, that's the bridge between Seletar and Yishun. And on this side, that's Yishun right there. And in front of us would be Pulau Ubin. Actually, my bad, Pulau Ubin is on the other side. And
Singapore approach, good evening, Emirates 354 with you, flight level 327, descending 10,000 feet.
Emirates 354, Singapore approach, good evening, squawk 2235.
Squawking 2235 for Emirates 354.
feet. And India Lima turning final runway 21.
Then India Lima, successfully land variable, runway 21, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go runway 21 and India Lima. We clear for our touch and go. Now all that's left to do is to line up with the runway.
West 354 identified, cleared to Singapore, Lelib 3 Bravo arrival, expect ILS approach runway 20 right.
Clear 20 right, Lelib 3 Bravo arrival for Emirates 354.
West 354, runway 20 right, descend 7,000 feet, QNH 1007.
20 right and